Shalom, shalom, shalom. Testing audio. Alright, shalom out there. Yahweh Shemiah Shai, Barakathum. Let me know if you can hear me good. If the stream is overpowering my audio, just let me know. If not, I'll continue with the lesson. And let me know if it's not choppy, because I'm in a, obviously not, in a area with a lot of service. So, alright, so the brother says it's good. Brother said it's good. Neil, always on point with that. Shalom and Thawad sis, and shalom to the Akim out there, and shalom to the few Sensei Akwat as well. Yahweh Shemiah Shai, Barakathum. So, yeah, if it's good, I'm going to just go on with it. So, anyway, the title of this is called The Devil is Coming with Great Wrath, all right? The devil is coming with great wrath, and the inspiration for this lesson comes from an article that was sent to me yesterday by the Elder Apostle Ramlab yesterday morning, and I was reading it. So what I'll do, Lord willing, is I'll read some of it and hit the scriptures. I got like 50-something% on this battery, and my portable charger is dead. So I'm just gonna try to breeze through it, Lord willing. So this is from an article entitled, what is it called? Hold on one second. Let me cue it up. It's called Technocracy.news, right? As you see here, as you see right there. All right. It says King Charles plot to accelerate UN 2030 agenda goals and complete digitization of humanity. All right. So just reading that, we know that these devils, they got a set date, right? They got a date in their mind. Their little warped mind, they got a date. And that date is 2030, right? According to what they saying. I'm not saying it, you're not saying it, they saying it. So that's why the scriptures say in Psalms 2 and 8, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? A brother could put that up there, I'll probably grab it off the comment board. Why do the heathen rage, right? So they raging about this whole 2030, we in 2023, and they got a set date that they want to come with this whole digital system, right? That's the main thing. The MOTB, that's the main thing. Having everybody tagged up, having everybody MOTB'd up, C-hipped up, or whatever. That's the main thing, right? So they want to get all this done by 2030. And as you see in the title of the video, the devil's going to come with great wrath, right? That's from Revelation, the 12th chapter. Let me read that first. All right? Because hey, this is good news. Because what I'm about to read is just going to further prove that these devils got to make that move. They better stop kicking that can down the road and just make that move. So this is Revelation 12 and 12 says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, and woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, a.k.a. Esau Edom, right? The so-called white man, the red man, the Caucasian man, the elites. It says, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And the article that I'm going to read is going to illustrate that exact mentality that Esau Edom have in his mind, right? Again, the devil's going to come down with great wrath because he know that he have a short time. And I'm going to say this too. You had that incident yesterday and the day before with these so-called Canadian wildfires, right? I believe these devils sprinkle and mingle some toxins among all of that. Like a little smoke screen. I'm not doubting that there was a wildfire. I'm not saying that there isn't. Yeah, there is. And there's videos showing that Esau actually did that. That he started that shit. All right? But I believe in the midst of all of that, Esau probably sprayed the air, with some Raid. Like you got the roach spray, the Raid roach spray, and fucked up the whole New York. Jersey, a little parts of Pennsylvania. I'm not sure about Connecticut, but yeah, they said the tri-state areas and all that was affected. People complaining about shortness of breath, can't breathe good, headaches. You know what I'm saying? So I won't be surprised if this devil threw some shit up out there. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's part of him coming down with great wrath because you know that he have a short time. So now let me go to the article. So it says King Charles plot to accelerate UN 2030 agenda goals and complete the digitization of humanity. which is Revelation the 13th chapter, all right, verse 16 on down, which here GMS Great Millstone from the apostles on down been telling you, all right, as well as you teachers that are like-minded, that the end goal is for these damn devils to get everybody tagged up. All right, the MOTB is the rice grain, the sea hip. It ain't nothing else. All right, the charagma up underneath the skin is the digital device that they are going to push. All right, so anyway, let me go straight to it. It says the World Economic Forum and United Nations are so concerned that the goals of Agenda 2030, Sustainable Development, and Great Reset are in jeopardy of not being fulfilled by the appointed date. So they worry now that the 2030 goal is not going to be fulfilled by the year 2030. Of course they worry. You know? Of course they worry. The scriptures say that. The devil's going to come down with great wrath because you know that he have a short time. Job the 20th chapter. You know what I'm saying? Of course they worrying. So if they worrying, and we know how carnal Esau is, what do you think he's going to do? What do you think he's going to do? The devil's going to accelerate it. He's going to speed shit up. All right? He's going to speed shit up. He's going to get more aggressive with it. He's going to be, instead of, you know, when you patient with something, you take your time, you ease yourself into it. You know, like foreplay. You know, you ease yourself into that foreplay. But this devil about to straight fuck these people, man. You know, forget about the foreplay. He's just going to go straight up raw and fuck these people out here, man. Because you know that he got a short time. All right? So they believe and they know that they are in jeopardy of not being fulfilled by that appointed date, which is 2030, right? So it says that they have called for a summit in September to discuss how they can kickstart their stalled totalitarian agenda. That's why they got all these meetings, all these summit meetings. And a lot of these big meetings go down during distraction periods when people are either celebrating some satanic high holy day, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Mother's Day, whatever. You know, that's, you know, all-star game, Super Bowl. Whenever they have these major distractions, they always come together to try to discuss these things and forward their agenda. Anyway, it says the September 18th through 19th summit in New York will mark the beginning of a new phase of accelerated progress towards sustainable development goals. According to the UN website, the WEF, founded in 1971 by German economist and engineer Klaus Schwab, aka Cotton Schwab, under the tutelage of Dr. Henry Kissinger, has said for the years that by 2030, the people of the world will own nothing, that they will have no privacy, but they will somehow learn to like their evolving state of digital slavery. We already in a world where these dumbasses don't got shit, but they happy. All right? And it started with a credit-based society. You know? People talk about, I own a house. I just bought a house. No, the fuck you did not. If you didn't buy that shit flat out, no mortgage, you don't own shit. And even if you did buy it with flat out cash, however, you still got to pay them property taxes. So you don't even own the land in which you bought the house on. So how does that even make sense? You can't, the house ain't just going to float in thin air. Where you can say you actually own it, is sitting on a property that this damn devil stole. So that whole concept of you will own nothing and be happy, it's been about. You know, this credit-based society, spending and swiping that credit card, niggas don't own nothing. All right? Micah 2 and 10, this is not our rest. We don't own shit. We don't want to own nothing here in Babylon, man. So the hell with it. You know, so they want to further this thing with a digital slavery. Digital bondage, which is going to come by the way of the MOTB. Matter of fact, there was I think also the apostle had sent me an article about how Apple Pay froze people payment or something like that. I seen it somewhere, I don't remember, but Apple Pay froze people payments. There was another one I seen with somebody from Cash App. Oh, one of them dudes that was protesting the L, you know, the alphabet joint. He was protesting it, right? It was a so-called pastor or preacher was protesting it. They said that they froze the dude's Cash App. You know, they froze his Cash App account. So how much more when you actually got the digital implant underneath your skin, they'll straight freeze your shit. Give you money or give you credit, take your credit if you misbehave, you know? Hey, bro, we heading into some interesting times, and the devil's gonna come down with great wrath because you know that he got a short time. He's not gonna ease his way into it no more. All right, he's just gonna come straight rough and start pounding people, man. But that's when the Lord's elect is gonna be protected. That's when Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is gonna protect those that's been serving him. All right, that's been worshiping him. All right, exalting his name, teaching and preaching his word. You know, and stood stiffly. And the believers, man, we gonna be protected. I'm not worried. You know, my main thing now is just to maintain, you know, to the end. Endure hardness as a good soldier in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. That's it. That's the main thing. Many are called, but few are chosen. We called into this. Now we got to do what the elect will do and maintain to the end. All right? So let me read. I'm going to read some more because there's a lot of good shit up in here. It says you will be living in a tiny apartment in a so-called smart city where almost no one works, sitting back playing video games and drawing a universal basic income check from the government. That's what they want. You see, they're already setting up smart cities. How they doing that? Now I'm gonna try to not really say a whole lot too much because this shit could, you know, whatever. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua's will be done. But anyway, all them towers going up. That's the starting point of these smart cities. You know, they call them 15-minute cities as well, where everything is within a 15-minute radius of your neighborhoods, your workplace, your grocery stores, your food places, whatever. What else? Hospitals, parks, things of that nature. And you step out of your city, your thing is gonna beep, like if you on house arrest. You know? You step out of your city, your thing, you know what thing I'm talking about, the C Ragamuffin. You step out of that city, you may not be able to purchase and do certain things because you outside of your zone. Go watch that movie again called Songbird. All right, go watch that movie called Songbird, all right? Which took place in the year 2030 as well. So anyway, it says, the smart homes sustained inside smart cities will be powered by artificial intelligence and all-knowing force with a watchful eye on everyone's activities, movements. Hey, listen, they already got that in people's homes. Alexa, Blinks, all them Amazon products you could buy to surveil your home and shit like that. All that shit's already in your damn house. You know, so half the job is already done. And for us who do got those shit, we ain't got nothing to hide. You know? We have nothing to hide. Here it is. This is on live stream right now. I'm not hiding shit. You know? We got nothing to hide. Fuck it. Whatever. You know? We know we not free here in Babylon. We free through this truth. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua giving this word and this truth. Other than that, it's an illusion of freedom. So it says people will willingly eat bugs and artificial lab-grown meats as their source of protein and a universal help the earth heal itself through carbon neutrality. All right, people eating bugs already. What's the meat called? Impossible meat, forever meat, beyond meat, this meat, that meat. You know, his meat, her meat. People eating that shit already, man. Talking about in the name of saving the environment. You know, and then back to that whole shit that happened in the city with the Canadian fires and all that, so-called. They're gonna use that to somehow push this this agenda. You know, this global warming agenda. We need to eliminate this. We need to do this and do that. So listen, what is it? 2 Corinthians 2:11. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We're not. You know, we watch this nigga with the side eye, like, you know, you don't trust nothing this man do. Who pity a charmer that's bitten by a serpent? Who's gonna pity that man or woman? You know. So anyway, all in the name of helping Earth heal itself through carbon neutrality. Yeah, okay. It says, never mind that in the world. Matter of fact, before I do that, let me jump to a couple precepts. My main precept was Revelation 12:12. The devil's gonna come down with great wrath, knowing that he have a short tongue. Psalms 2:8. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Which I just, I'm just quoting it. There's a few more, but let me go to the comment board and see what brothers got. And shalom, of course, to the Akim and the water for the precepts in the comments. All right. Yeah, the brother put it up. It's on the mark. Why do Psalms 2:1? Why do the heathen rage? The heathen rage. They're raging right now, and the people imagine a vain thing. Hey, all praises to Yahweh Shema Shah, bro. These devils are saying it out of their own mouth that, listen, man, this 2030 thing, we got to kind of move it up. We got to kind of pick up pace a little bit. So guess what? If they pick up pace, right, which they are, and they want to speed it up, I was hearing like 2025, they want to speed it up. So what does that tell you? That tell you that between now and the years to come or the months to come, these devils are going to come down with some heavy shit. And when they do that, guess what? That's how much more closer we are to Yahweh Shai coming back. You know, that's how much more closer we are to shit hitting the fan and getting the hell up out of here. So that's beautiful. That's music to my ears. You know what I mean? This is GMS Endure Hardness, 144K. Malakba says, Psalms 10:3. Matter of fact, Salak, I skip one. I'm reading the Quam 7, Psalms 21:11. For they intended evil against thee. They imagined a mischievous device, which they are not able to perform. Perfect, bro. You know? They're not gonna be able to perform this thing. They're gonna get their foot wet, so to speak. You know, they're gonna go skinny dipping up in there. But guess what? When it really come down to it, the Lord is gonna stop them in their tracks. Because, like the scriptures say in the book of Matthew, except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days gonna be shortened because the Lord only care about the elect. The Lord only care about the life of the elect. Everybody else don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High Yahweh Shema Shai through his only begotten Son gotta speed things up to save the elect. Because if not, this devil is going to just be on a rampage and everybody gonna be dead out here, man. But that's not the plan or the agenda of Yahweh Shema Shai. That's not his agenda. Okay? Esau got agenda 2030. Yahweh Shema Shai got agenda kingdom. All right? Agenda the kingdom of the Israelites. That's his agenda. So that's the only agenda that matters. So that mischievous device, part of it is them implementing that MOTV. And the NWO. All right? The NWO and the Great Reset. Psalms 10:3. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth. So the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire. That's what we hearing about. You know? That's what we hearing about. They boasting that, yeah, we got to hurry up. Yeah, we got to speed this thing up. You know? 2030 ain't looking so foreseeable anymore, so we got to move. You know? Implementing that C-hip, them chipping stations and all that. That's the wicked's heart's desire, but the Most High is with it. He's with it to a certain extent. Okay? This is a Zanamoth again. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read SOYWY Prince Yanazar, Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west. And we fear the name of the Lord over here in the Western Hemisphere. All right, this is where the truth sprang out from, in New York City. All right, in the Western Hemisphere. This is where the truth have gone throughout, spread throughout the four corners of the earth, right here in the West. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, which is the east. It says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. All right, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. Why is he going to come in like a flood? How is he going to come in like a flood? What's going to push him to come in like a flood? Because he know the clock is ticking. Because he know that he got a short time. So the enemy is going to come like a flood. When a flood comes, you watch them videos with tsunamis. People don't expect the tsunami to come. The tide pull back, and then you see the wave come in. By the time you see that wave, it's too late. So by the time these people see that flood, it's already too late. All right? But for the watchmen, we're watching. We're blowing the trumpet. It's never going to be too late for the elect, because the elect ain't going to get caught slipping or sleeping. So when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, shall lift up a standard. That word standard in the Hebrew is the word Iwas or Inas. All right, or Nawas, I'm sorry, which means to escape, to flee, to disappear. You know, in other words, when that time happened, when Esau come with that flood, when he come with that wrath, the Lord is going to raise up his men with spiritual power. All right, to be able to defend against what this devil got to try to get us. You know, So it's going to be beautiful. Let it be. It says, lift up a standard against him. All right? And this is Zanamath again. Isaiah 32:7. The instruments also of the cherub are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. Who's the needy? Who's the needy? The elect. The elect is the poor, the Israelites. All right? But the devices of the cherub, the foolish man, the basis of all men, his devices are evil. All right? He intend evil against us. You know? The Lord is going to allow it to happen a little bit. Matter of fact, I was watching the Elder Bro Kazak. He had did a video last night, a live stream. I was watching some of it, but I know he was talking about a video that the Elder Bro Yashawamba had, a vision that the Elder Bro Yashawamba had 5-6 years ago. And I remember that dream, that vision. I was watching some of that this morning, you know, which I'm going to re-upload that to my Amu Gabar page. So if you ain't see it, you can go watch it. It was a video from his old page. All right, when the Lord, it was a vision where the Lord just pretty much brought slaughter, death, and destruction, which we've had visions like that, seeing Israelites getting slaughtered. I've had dreams and visions of Israelites, people that I knew in the world getting the MOTB, you know? And I believe them visions are going to come to pass, man. It's only a matter of time. All right, so it says he devises wicked devices to destroy the poor. You know, with lying words, and that's how he's gonna get people. All right, yeah, Nawas, to flee, escape, yup, to take flight, depart. The brother GMS Hawaii, the brother Yahweh, you know, at the water. You know what I'm saying? With lying words, and that's how he really gonna get people, through deception. All right, through lies, through craftiness. Okay. And I'm gonna read this, Neo La Paya. It says, Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And if I remember to, I'm going to try to read that in every video I do. Lord willing. I'm not saying it's going to happen all the time, but because we're in that time where we're going to need Yahweh Shah to keep you from the hour of temptation. All right, when this devil's going to come down and force people's backs against the wall. That's when Isaiah 33:6 is really going to kick in their hyperdrive. All right? This is Revelation 12:17, Naquam 7. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which kept the commandments of Yahweh Shah and the testimony and have the testimony of Yahweh Shah. The dragon's talking about Esau. All right? Esau is that dragon. You know, he's going to make war with the remnant of her seed, which are the elect. All right? He's going to try to make war with the remnant. All right? And the remnant is the ones that have the testimony of Yahweh Shah. Esau, during the time of the Roman Empire, came up against the prophets back then, and he's going to do it again. All right? In this present empire, which is, you know, none other than the Beast Empire, NATO, the EU, and America, Babylon the Great being part of it, man. You know, no new thing under the sun. All right? But this time, the new thing is going to be the deliverance, the great deliverance. The book of Jeremiah, the 16th chapter. All right, the Lord is no longer, he said, the Lord liveth that brought the children of Israel from the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth that brought the children of Israel from the land of the north. All right, with great deliverance. You know, that's why this time is going to be the worst, because this is the time when Yahweh Shah is coming back in his glory to intervene. So it's got to be bad. It's got to be worse. If it was like some regular shit, there will be the point for all the reinforcements to arrive. What will be the point in all the angels to come with Yahweh Shah? Yahweh Shah to come back in his glory with the fire, with salvation. If it's just going to be something light. It's going to be the worst thing ever seen on the earth. So all the reinforcements from the heavens, Michael and his angels standing up, and Yahweh Shah ultimately coming, that have to happen. The Lord got to show his glory. All right? The scriptures talk about how things are made in two, the left and the right, good against evil and all that. So if the left-hand power is going to be so-called magnificent, then the right-hand power is going to overshadow that shit, man. You know? Big time. And that includes spiritual power. All right? Let me check my battery life. All right, I'm good. It's at 43%. It's good money. It's good money. All right, so Back in oh, now let me go back to the article. Now I'm gonna go back to the precepts as well. This is back in the article. It says, and I'm gonna link this in the description box if anybody want to read it, and you know, brothers want to do their own land back and their own videos off of it. So it says, never mind that in a world free of carbon, no plant life will be able to sustain itself, and famine will claim lives of millions. Yeah, famine is coming. All right, famine is coming. Job, the 5th chapter, verse 19 on down. The Lord is going to deliver thee in 6 troubles, and at 7, no evil shall touch thee. All right, the 6th trouble is Jacob's trouble, the famine, the plagues, the pestilence, okay? And the 7 is the missiles. So famine is going to claim the lives of millions. A lot of dead people out here. A lot of dead children. There's going to be a lot of dead children out here, man. It says there will be a life-saving B, I'm going to say B, for literally everyone of sickness. For literally every form of sickness, excuse me. And you know what's going to be the miracle drug, so to speak, or the miracle solution? Take a wild guess. It's going to be that MOTB. Somehow, somewhere, Esau is going to make it to where that's going to be the miracle solution to all the problems. And then people are going to go right the hell ahead and get it. Watch. Remember they was talking about how the C-hip is going to be able to detect early signs and symptoms of the most deadliest diseases and all that shit. Watch how people are going to just flock to it, bro. Flock to it. So let me see. It gets a little tricky here because it starts saying words that I don't want to say out here on the YouTube land. It says, and there will be plenty of that as people submit to the demands that they replace their natural human immunity with man-made one powered by the, you know, I'm going to show it right here. All right, powered by the, you know what. That's all I'm going to say. And it's all going into transhumanism. All right, changing the human. All right, trans means to change and human. Changing from human to what? If you're transhuman, then what the hell are you changing into? You see? So everybody that took part in the early stages of this whole agenda, niggas is already transhumans. You know? Transhumans, bro. And then furthermore, people that's gonna go ahead and shoot the MOTV, they going. So when Yahweh Shah come back, he not even gonna see them as human beings. When the angels come, when the Terminators come, they're not gonna see those people as human beings. That's why Ezekiel 9:4, when they start slaughtering, technically in their sight, they're not slaughtering human beings. They're not slaughtering Israelites. They slaughtering transhumans. They slaughtering the disciples of the devil, so to speak. You know, not to sound all crazy, but really, you're not gonna be human no more, man. You know, you're not gonna be a human being anymore. Your system is all changed up. You know, that's why the elect is gonna be considered virgins, pure, because they're not tainted with the philosophies of this world or the things that the devil put up in them. You know? So I'm not gonna read no more because it gets deeper. All right, it gets deeper as far as they start saying some heavier shit. So I'm gonna link it in the description box. You can go watch it. Matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll copy and paste it right now in the comment section, so you can go and check it out for yourself. All right, and 30 minutes, and I'm gonna get a couple more precepts, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Lord willing. This is this is GMS North Carolina 777. The Elder Bro Hawad, Shalom. It says Revelation 6:4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. The red horse, that's talking about Esau Edom. All right, he's that red horse, and power was given to him to take peace from the earth, and that they shall kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. All right, the first and foremost, that great sword is that ICBM missile. Isaiah the 54th chapter. The Heavenly Father created the smith that bloweth the coal in the fire to bring forth an instrument for his work. All right, matter of fact, Esau's blessing was the sword. All right, the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven. You see? So Esau's blessing is that sword. All right, point blank, period. And that sword come in different forms. Okay, his diseases, his pestilence, his plagues, whatever can kill you, that's a form of the sword. All right, but that main sword is them nukes. You know, when he came over here to take this land, all right, from our brothers, from our people, all right, he came with the sword. He came with that wine, all right, which is that philosophy and the lies, and he came with the sword and took it. You know, he took peace from the earth. When you read the first Maccabees, the first chapter, it tells you about Alexander the Greek. You know, that he had, after he died, his generals after him, they rose up and wickedness pretty much exceeded the whole earth. You know, they came out of them a wicked root. Antiochus Epiphanes, man. You know, which he's back here again today. His people are back here again today. You know, taking peace from the earth and promoting wickedness. So this man got to go. This man has got to go. And this is 2nd Ezra 9 and 22. Prince Yanazar. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let the great be kept. The multitude is talking about the 2/3. They was born in vain. Scriptures tell you that there's more of them that's going to die or perish than them that are going to be saved. So don't marvel when you start seeing a whole lot of bodies dropping and hitting the floor. You know, when these Juice Crew members just start dying, when they start getting activated, don't panic. Don't panic. Don't even pray. Don't lift up a cry for their ass. Rejoice. You know, rejoice that, Lord willing, your name is written in the Lamb's Book of Life, and that you may be partakers of the kingdom to come. Everybody else, fuck them. All right. So let the multitude then, which is born in vain, let the multitude perish then, which are born in vain, and let my grape be kept. Which is the grape? The grape is talking about the cluster that Yahushua kept back to himself, which is talking about the elect, the remnant. All right? And my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. And we're going through the perfection phase right now, the purifying phase, all right? When we go through the trials, the tribulation, the hell, that's part of being perfect. And the Lord is putting us through it. Yahushua is putting us through the perfection phase, because before he come back, we gotta be perfect in his sight. And the only way to go through that is through the perfect purification process, which is the furnace of affliction, the fire of adversity. All right, being purged in that fire. Zechariah the 13th chapter tells you that the elect is going to pass through that fire. You know, it tells you in Malachi that the Lord is going to be a refiner, like a refiner of silver and like a fuller soap to wash those men. What is it? Psalms 119 and 9. You know, how should a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed to the word of the Lord. The word of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, is who's going to cleanse us. Taking heed, and as a byproduct of that, you're going to go through shit. You know, which is all right. It's okay. You know, it's all right to go through the shit, you know, because that's the only way we're going to come out perfect on the other side, man. You know? So that's the Lord with great labor making it perfect. This is Proverbs 28:15. As a roaring lion and a raging bear, so is a wicked ruler over the poor people. All right? Esau, Edom. You know, coming with that wrath, outrageous, like a dragon. You know? Like the dragon that he is. Let me get a couple more, and then I'm going to end it. This is Revelation chapter 4. I'm just jumping around at this point. Revelation 14 and 9. Daniel 1:44 says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. It shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And that's what's going to go down for those that worship this man, that succumb to the evil. All right, and ultimately those that don't have the covering of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, that's what's going to happen. If the Revelation 3 and 10 is not covering you, then these individuals are going to be partakers of the beast system. They're going to be neck deep into the beast system. You know? And then at the end result is going to be that they're going to get nuked. Fire, brimstone. You know? It is what it is. All right. This is 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Now, what's the word perilous going into? The brother Hawaii put it up. It says of danger or risk. All right, perilous, dangerous, fraught with danger, hazardous, risky, unsafe, and treacherous. You know what I'm saying? These are the times that are coming. And these are the times that we warn you about. It says, the scriptures say, through fear we persuade men. It also say, let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. All right? So we all putting that fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua in your hearts and your minds. Not the fear of man, but the fear of the Lord, to let you know you better get your shit right, because things are about to get tight. Dangerous, perilous. You know? Examine yourself daily. Like the scriptures say, examine yourself daily to see whether or not you be in the faith. You know? I got a bee hovering around me. Taste that honey. Let me see. That was that. This is on Servants of the Lord 144. It says Psalms 50:15. It says, and call upon me in the day of trouble, and I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. Point blank period. The day of trouble is at hand. The day of trouble is at hand. Just jumping through the comment board. Bear with me one moment. Yeah, 1 second. Be getting a little close over there, boy. All right, chill. You're getting too close. Fucking buzzing in my damn ear now. All right. This is the book of Revelation, Azanamoth. Brother said, rebuke the bee. Rebuke the brother Bragabar. Shalom, bro. Rebuke the bee and he shall flee. Nah, he just wanted some honey, you know what I'm saying? He just wanted some honey. It wasn't Beelzebub or nothing. Lord of the Flies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, the spot is real chill, you know what I'm saying? Real chill, bro. Want to get out and get some greenery. Yesterday was smelling real toxin out there too, so out here, so you know, now it's a lot better. So anyway, the book of Revelation, chapter, the brother servants of the Lord, 144. 15:2, it says, and I saw as it was sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that have gotten victory over the beast, all right, and over his image, and over his mark, and over his name, stand on the sea of glass having harps of the Most High. All right, so the Apostle John is seeing those men, all right, and his women, the multitude, and men, women, and children who gotten the victory over the beast, over this system, all right, over his mark, which is the charagma, which is the actual physical implantation up underneath the skin. All right, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Gaining victory over this system, gaining victory over death, all right, gaining victory over this man's wicked ass society, over his wicked agenda. You know, and going back to the article 2030, they're telling you that they're gonna speed this shit up, and we know what's involved with this whole agenda. We know. All right, if you've been watching, you should know what it all entails. Okay, concentration camps, FEMA camps, being marked up. All right, being charagmaed up underneath the skin, eating fake ass food. All right, being under curfews. You know, population reduction. You know, a whole bunch of shit, man. And you talk about hell. This is the kingdom of hell. We don't want to be in this society, because this is only going to turn more and more into a hell-like environment. You know, we don't want to be part of this shit, man. May Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua bring swift destruction. Okay. Yeah, the brother, Benjamin Israel, I already put the article link up. If you could find it, it's up there already. But if not, I'm gonna put it in the description box after this is uploaded. All right, so everybody can go check it out. This is Ephesians 5:15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. What does it mean to walk around circumspectly? It means first of all, circumspect means to look around. Circum means to look. Circum means around. Circumlar, or circular, or whatever. It means around, right? And spec means to look. So look around you, physically as well as more so spiritually. Take a look at what's going on in the world today. Take a look at the prophecies that are booming off the pages. All right? That's what it means to be circumspect. Constantly look around. Constantly be observant. Shamar means to watch. Be vigilant means to watch. All right? Walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Redeeming the time because the days are evil. What does it mean to redeem the time? It means to buy back. You can't actually buy back time. Redeem the time means to make good use of the time. All right? The worst thing you can do is waste time. All right? Occupy. The Lord said occupy till he comes. All right? So make use of every single second that you have here under this grace period before Yahushua come back. You know, redeem the time. Give diligence to make your call and election sure, because just like that, in the snap of a finger, shit gonna come crumbling down. And you don't want to be that guy that say, or that woman that say, I wish I had did this or wish I had done that. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but you fucking did it. You don't want to be that person. All right? Convicted in your own soul and your own spirit. You know, you want to be confident when Yahushua cracked this damn society and confidently say, yeah, let's go. I'm ready to take this fucking shit on. You know, you want to be confident. All right? So, let me read, I'm going to read one more, maybe one more or two more. One more maybe. This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7. Zadok, Amram, House of David 144. It says, 1 Peter 4 and 7. But the end of all things is at hand. All praise to Yahweh Bashim, Yahushua Bashim, Kakodat. That the end of all things are at hand. Scriptures tell you that in the Apocrypha, better is the end of a thing than the beginning. You know? Better is the end of this man's kingdom than the beginning. There ain't gonna be no end to the kingdom of heaven. That's a fact. But all these other kingdoms coming and ruling, they had their end. They came and went. No, nothing is different in this time. Where Esau, Edom's kingdom, it got an end. It's got an end, just like the Babylonian Empire had an end, and it went down that very night. America's got an end. All right, we are watching this place circling the drain, and the end is going to be very disastrous, perilous, okay, hazardous, dangerous. You know, so. But the end of all things is at hand. Be therefore sober and watch unto prayer. So, I mean, today, you know, the end of all things is at hand. Be sober. Don't be drunk. Don't be drunken off the ways of this world. Don't be caught up with the pollutions of this world again. Don't go back to your vomit. No, don't get all drunk and staggering and shit again. Stay spiritually sober. All right? When you're sober, your wits are with you. You can see things clearly. You're not blindsided. You don't have those double visions. You know, you're spiritually on point. So we got to stay spiritually on point. Matter of fact, 1 Peter 5 and 8. I'm gonna get that real quick, and then I'm gonna end it. 1 Peter 5 and 8. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. It says, matter of fact, verse 7. I'm gonna start at. It says, casting all your care upon him. Cast your care upon who? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Just cast it on him. Whatever the hell you're going through, Lord, Babakashah, take this, you pray the Lord take it from you, or matter of fact, better yet, pray the Lord give you the strength to deal with it. You know, but just cast it on the Lord. Ask the Lord to deliver you out of your situation. Cast it on him. Why? Because he cared for you. All right, and it shows that you believe. If you're praying that the Lord guide you through a certain situation, that's a beautiful thing because it shows that you believe. Praying, when you pray, it shows that you have faith. The more you pray, the more faith you're displaying. Okay? And that's what the Most High want to see. That's what Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua want to see. So verse 8 says, be sober, be vigilant. Don't be drunk, but stay watching, because your adversary, the devil, our enemy, the devil, as a roaring lion. All right, our devil come in two forms, right? He come in the form of the spiritual, which is the spirit, which is the world we don't see, the demons, the dark forces of this world. We don't see those things, but they attack us daily, you know? And then you got the physical counterpart of the devil, which is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. You know, and the devil could take hold of anybody. The spiritual demon could take hold of anybody, you know? Could come to you in the form of your family members, your woman, your boss, whoever. All right, but the point is, your adversary, the devil, which everything is spiritual before it's physical, as a roaring lion walks about seeking whom he may devour. All right, so we in a time where them temptations are going to turn up, the attacks are going to turn up, because the devil know that he got a short term. So in the spiritual sense, he is going to turn up on the spiritual sense. You know, like they say, knowing is half the battle. So knowing what we involved in, half of the battle is already accomplished, already conquered. Now, going through it is the other half. And finishing is the other half. So that's it. That's all I got to say. Like I said, Lord willing, I'm going to link that article in the description box. Go read it. Check it out. Very good article. To the Elder Apostle Ron La for sending me that. And I was meaning to do something on it yesterday, but this is spirit. It happened today. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to end it here. You know, Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom. Again, the water for the brothers to, you know, for help feeding this lesson, fueling this lesson, putting the comments and the scriptures up there. And shalom to the few sincere Akwaf out there that are learning in silence and, you know, obedient. So with that, shalom to the elect. Shalom.